Hey guys, this is Pete, and welcome back to day 2 of the Next Level Doubles launch. And I want to thank everybody who picked up Next Level Doubles yesterday. I actually called everybody who purchased, which I'll be doing again today. I really like getting to know you guys. But you might have thought, well, I missed out yesterday because I wasn't in the top 10 or I didn't take action yesterday. But I got something cool for you today. Something really cool. In fact, I'm going to read a bit of it to you today. We're going to have a little bit of story time. Rafa. Okay, so the first 10 buyers today will also get a copy of this awesome book, and it is awesome. There's just so many just golden nuggets in there, and I've only made it through probably halfway through the book, and it is just like, I just love reading. You cannot read this book and not love Rafa. I like Federer more than I like Rafa, but when you read this book, you're like, man, Rafa is just a really cool guy. What he's made up of is just special, and so I thought I'd just read a couple of lines because I think one thing that's really cool is as you go through this book, you're going to be able to go, yeah, that really relates to exactly how I feel out there on the tennis court, and it's interesting how he deals with things too. So Rafa says, the hardest thing to do in tennis match is to quiet the voices in my head, to shut everything out in my mind, but the contest itself, and to concentrate every atom of my being on the point I'm playing. If I make a mistake on the previous point, forget it. Should a thought of victory suggest itself, crush it. Like, isn't that great? I mean, and that's what we're all striving to do. And he admits it's the hardest thing to do, but we know how great he's been at it. But, as you read this book, by nature, he's kind of shy, introverted in many areas of his life. I think his sister calls him a scaredy cat. He's scared to sleep in the dark and needs the lights on. Lots of just really cool things. Then I thought this was awesome. This is going to take a little longer for me to read, but I think it's really special. Remember, first 10 buyers today also, besides getting over $740 worth of my instruction on doubles, will get a copy of this. So he says, you might think after hitting millions and millions of balls that I've hit, that I have basic shots of tennis sewn up, that reliability hitting a true, smooth, clean shot every time would be a piece of cake, but it isn't. Not just because every day you wake up feeling different, but because every shot is different, every single one. From the moment the ball is in motion, it comes at you in an infinite number of angles and speeds with more spin, backspin, or flat or higher. The differences might be minute, microscopic, but so many variations that your body has to make, your shoulders, your elbow, your wrist, your hips, your knees, in every shot. This is really cool, right? And there are so many other factors, the weather, the surface, the rival. No ball arrives the same as another. No shot is identical. So every time you line up to hit a shot, you have to make a split second judgment of the trajectory, the speed of the ball, and make a split-second decision on how high and how hard you're going to hit the ball. Then he goes on to say, and the one thing, this is really special, and this is why I think it's cool that you guys study tennis online and that you're taking your craft seriously, because he says this, he goes, and the one thing I have no doubt is the more you train, the better you're feeling. Tennis is more than most sports, a sport of the mind. It is the player who has those good sensations on the most days who manages to isolate himself best from the fears and the ups and downs in morale a match inevitably brings is who ends up being number one. That's great. That is great, great stuff. So again, the first 10 buyers today, I'm going to send you a copy of this book. This book is awesome. I'll ship it to your place. If you're like way on the other side of the world, I'll figure out a way to maybe get it to you digitally, but you're going to get this when you purchased Next Level Doubles today. So what I'm going to do now, again, if you didn't get a chance to look at everything, you can see everything that is in the course on this page. You just scroll down. I put every detail. You're going to see that there's over $740 worth of lesson material that you're not going to pay near that much for. It's a really good deal. And also, so if you want and you're ready to start, you want to be one of the top 10 to get the Rafa book, you should probably stop the video now and go to the Add to Cart button right below this video. If you still need more time to think about investing in this program, if it's right for you, you can scroll down below this video and you can see everything that's inside the course. I lay out every video, what's inside, how it's going to help you, what the value is on it. And I've worked really hard on this course. I'm super proud of it. What I will also do is I will quickly, I'm not going to go through as long as I did yesterday, but I will quickly go through, if you're not someone who likes to read and you love video, I will go through what's in the course. And so thanks for watching this. Hopefully you're one of the top 10. And I'm going to pause the video and then go on to tell you more what's inside the course when I'm back. Okay, guys, so let's go through what's in this course. Now, right up here, when you're looking at it, we'll say 10 buyers get the Rafa book. So this will be changed by the time you guys are looking at the video I'm making right now. And I think it's kind of cool that what I read today from Rafa was how he's talking about how no two balls are the same. Everything changes in tennis. You have to make all these split-second decisions. And that's exactly kind of the whole premise of this Next Level Doubles training is when you're playing doubles, you have to make 4 things have to go through your head really quickly. And that's what type of ball you're receiving, what position are you in the court, where is your partner, and where is your opponent positioned, and then you got to make the best shot so that you are setting up your partner to put away balls and not get hurt and keep your team winning points, right? That's what your job is. And so many people struggle. So tell me if this sounds like you hit shots that you instantly regret because you knew as soon as you were striking the ball that you're about to lose the point. And you struggle to put away balls that you know should end the point, and you get frozen out there instead of figuring out how to dictate the point. And again, what we read today makes it all the more clear. Rafa's saying that this kind of stuff happens to you because, you know, when you play tennis, there's so many variables. No two shots are the same. But then there's a lot, it's kind of like snowflakes. Things are very similar out there. So, you know, the more you train, the better you get at recognizing things. And so this course is all about recognizing situations on the court and being able to make better decisions, okay? Because I really think that's what's holding so many people back in doubles is their court positioning, their shot selection. And so this course is all about improving that. So let's go through what's inside this course. Like I said, there's over $740 worth of course material. I'm going to show you pretty clearly that it's, you know, very realistic here. Video 1 is when do I poach? So many people want to know this. We sent out a survey and you guys basically made this course, okay? So I sent out a survey more than 6 months ago, and these were all the main questions you had. And after watching this video, you're going to know the exact right time to leave that surprises your opponent, but then gives you plenty of time to get to the ball. When and how you transition successfully from the baseline to the net. I find so many people are kind of like, you know, as salmon swimming upstream, they're fighting themselves. So the next thing we're going to go through is how to close out points together as a team. This is a great video. I think this is where the art of doubles really comes in. So after watching this video, you and your partner are going to be able to exploit the weaknesses of your opposition and close out points effectively. We're going to show you how to understand how effective your shots were, right? When you hit a ball, when a ball is coming off your strings, as Rafa likes to say, with the good feelings, you know, do you know what you've done to your opponent? Rafa takes you through a point he's playing against Federer, and it's so interesting how he remembers exactly how he hit the ball and how Federer reacted and what he was going to move and what his next shot was going to be. That's kind of the stuff that we're going to be teaching you guys in Next Level Doubles. How to play with forever changing partners. We know that at the rec level, it's so hard to get out there week in, week out when you don't know who you're going to play with. So this is going to teach you how to have instant chemistry with forever changing partners. In Chapter 6, we're going to teach you how to play and win with weak partners. We also know that that's a big challenge. What if you are the weak
partner? How can you still on match day understand what your role is being the weakest link? There's a 1 in 4 chance when you go out and play tennis, you're going to be the weakest link. And how can you still be an integral part of the team's success? In chapter 8, we're going to teach you how to defeat the poach monster. Okay, there's not a lot of great poachers out there, but sometimes you run up against a team that's really, really good, really aggressive, and we're going to teach you how to not be pressured or intimidated by these poachers who are breathing down your neck. All right, next we're going to get into chapter 9 is how to win against dinkers and lobbers. And if I had a dime for every time one of my students said, "Oh my gosh, all he did is lob, all he did is hit drop shots," well, you got to learn how to deal with these people. They're out there, and we're going to give you a clear strategy on how to dismantle the dinker and the lobber. Chapter 10, and even calling people today. This was a main reason why a lot of people bought the course. Like, I need to be better at just my strategy out there and my shot selection because I'm not as fast as I used to be. All right, so that's what this section is about, and really what the whole course is about. What side should I return on? We're going to go through that. We're going to go through Pete's plays. So now we're on the court. I'm going to show you some of my favorite plays I like to set up. Just changing little variables, you can have your opponents guessing the whole time. I especially love to run these on second serve plays. Running winning plays with your partner. You just cannot be a singles player out there. That's one of my biggest pet peeves. How to serve and volley. Serve and volley strategy. You just cannot be doing things out there on your own. That's one of the biggest things I want to keep stressing you guys. It's not a singles match. You need to work this stuff out with your partner. How to master a topspin lob so you can always have your opponents guessing on their heels. That's really the trick for when you having people come to the net. If they don't know if a lob's coming or they should close, they're just kind of like in limbo. The topspin lob is a great thing for that. Defensive lob. I see too many matches to where people cannot even feed the lob in to their opponents, and this is terrible. So you got to learn how to have a great lob. It's probably going to be your biggest weapon on the doubles court. How to handle deep and fast balls. The ball comes so much faster in doubles when people come to the net. You got to be ready for those balls. How to hit a lob and a high backhand volley. We're going to give you an overhead lesson with Matt, who said he was sick and tired of blowing overheads. You're going to see his overhead improve right on camera. And after watching that, you're going to know every major checkpoint you're going to need to have an awesome overhead. As you can see, we're up to $223 worth of value so far. And like I said, I break down each video in value. I put a ton of work into this course. Next, we go through point play analysis. I took some points in Cincinnati. I took some points at Tennis Fantasy Camp, and also some of my own point play, and I break it down for you guys. There's tons of analysis in there, over $100. Again, this is about seeing and recognizing patterns. That's what I'm training you guys to do. So when you're out there on the court, like, oh, this is what situation I'm in, this is what I do now. All right, next, the ride. Okay, this is really cool. Now, what the ride is you can go to a match, be driving to a match, and listening to the audio of how you prepare for a match. From learn how to properly warm up before you hit a tennis ball, learn the 5 questions you should be asking your partner before every match, especially if it's a new partner. How to discover how you can truly win the warm-up and collect data. Learn opening strategies for holding and breaking serve early. Discover the best time to introduce the no-risk poach. I've been talking to some of you guys, and some of you guys are saying, yeah, the no-risk poach is working for me, or the no-risk poach kind of backfired on me today, because you have to learn the right times to use it and exactly the right time of how to do it. So, and we're also going to teach you to get successful tips on how to play with your partner when the match gets real close. You want to win those 7-5, 7-6 matches. All right, here we go. Again, look at this. An athlete right here, quarterback, looking at the football field, because just like Rafa was saying, there's so many variables that come that things can be going at lightning speed at you, and you have to make an intelligent decision. So this is where you have to step back and off the playing field and take a look at what's going on out there. And so when you see it the next time, you can make smart decisions on autopilot. To me, this is like going through your times tables, going through flashcards, to where you can start to make great decisions instantly based off just practicing them. So here's a 45-minute quiz. I've got four quizzes. It's about 45 minutes, and you play videos, and then all of a sudden the question will pop over here and you answer it. It's pretty cool. It will tell you right, and then the video continues to play and tells you the explanation behind each one. Really, really cool stuff. So you can see over $422 worth of values. but we're not done because I need you to be able to read your opponents like a book. How nice would that be? So we're showing you how to know when you're getting lobbed, running the squeeze play, what would fed and stand do here. You can read through it on your own, but this is a great little section. You know, everybody wants to learn how to read their opponents like a book. It's $84.89. Then once you're starting to get all this stuff, you've got to hit the practice court. So we're showing you doubles drills that you can go through. This is a $74.85 value. But I'm not done. I'm not done, because now we're going to do something really cool. I'm super proud of this section, your bonus section. Technical visualization, another thing athletes do. I remember as a junior, I used to and pay to do it, where I'd lay in a room, close my eyes, and I'd visualize perfect shots. I watched videos. There was a Macro Lendl video I remember watching the perfect shots with some music, and that's kind of what this is. So I'm showing you guys shots to hit and what I'm thinking about as I'm doing it, so you guys can go through that stuff. Top 10 double sins. So this is showing you fatal mistakes I've seen in my 35 plus years of coaching and playing. And we're going to show you how to avoid these sins. So you can look and go, oh yeah, I do that one. Going to stop doing that. All right, next, the final bonus. Super proud of this. This is a course I made with Brent Abel on doubles communication. It is probably one of the weakest skills rec players have, and I understand you're playing with different partners and you don't feel comfortable, but you have got to learn how to talk to your partner. So Brent and I of Web Tennis, we mic ourselves up. Brent's got a ton of gold balls, by the way. He has a gold ball, multiple gold balls in almost every decade he's started to play league tennis. And so we're playing and we're talking to our partner. Sometimes we play with each other with other partners, and so you can hear how when we're playing with forever changing partners, the things we're saying to each other, the decisions we're making, and it's really cool. And then we also have a Q&A section that our lists sent in to us when they were saying their challenges with communicating with their partner. So real world practical stuff. Okay. This is $163 worth of bonuses right here. You're not going to pay $745.48. You're not going to pay $500. You're not going to pay $400. You're not going to pay $300. So let's see what you are going to do. So this is everything again, just recapping on the page. And you're going to pay this $97. Okay, $97. I think that's a great deal. I look at a lot of my competition. I know that for a package like this, that they're not even getting everything. Who sends you when you buy a course also going to send you a book? Okay. It's easily a $197, $297 deal if I am another online instructor. Okay, but I want you guys to I want this to be a super no-brainer. And this course is going to be great for you guys because it's not just a, hey, let's just go through this once kind of thing. I want you guys to take your time. This is something that you're going to go back to over and over again. I was actually talking to one of my online students today, and he said that he loves my courses, and what he likes to do is, like the other day, he said his backhand was not performing well. So he went back into the course and he looked and he said, all right, what was I doing on my backhand? Oh, that, yeah, next time I go out, I'm going to remember to do that. That's what this course is for strategy in doubles. So there you go, guys. I'm done in 12 minutes and 8 seconds. That's not too bad. Click the add to cart button to get started. Then you're going to be sent to a registration page. I'm sorry, checkout page. Actually, we'll take a look at it together just so it's totally not intimidating. So you'll go here, you fill out your information, and then you'll be sent to a registration page to sign up. Now, if anything goes wrong, like today, some people had trouble getting in. We got on the phone. I even made a video tutorial on how to log into your account. Guys, I'm a real person, okay? So I'm here to help you. You're not going to buy this course and not get in, all right? That's not going to happen. I spent too much time on this for you guys not to check it out. I will be offended if you guys don't check out the material that I work so hard on. So you can email me at crunchtimecoaching@gmail.com. You can call me at 770-990-8034. I'll repeat those. Get out a pen, pause the video. You can email me at crunchtimecoaching@gmail.com. You can call me at 770-990-8034 if you have any trouble after you register. So there you go, guys. That's it. Jump on in. If you're one of the first 10, you're going to get a Rafa book. So hurry, because I'm sure other people have clicked by now who decided they wanted it. So if you're still thinking about but you want the book, click add to cart. I'll see you inside the training.